What's up, guys? Welcome. God, every time. I'm not editing it out because I'm not editing this. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Excuse the hair; it's not terrible, but welcome back to the MMA Casual YouTube channel. Today we are not breaking down really, but predicting Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues fight night. Now, these are honestly like the first time I've thought about these fights. So, I've watched, Guru and whatnot, and because I don't have the time, bro. I'm still in school. I don't have time to spend going back watching all these guys fights. I just try and catch fights that I can. So today we're happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It's kind of a heart on the wall there, kind of. Welcome back, though. We're gonna get right into it. Starting off with Julia Avila versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Now, I picked against Jacqueline Cavalcanti in her last fight against Nora Cornell. She lost. And I just think that she's going to be able to just put a pace on Julia Avila, and then just take her to a decision. Avila, really think, like that's the only chance Avila has is taking down Cavalcanti and literally holding her on the ground. I feel like, other than that, there's a reason why she's like a minus 700 favorite. So we're going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti by decision. Next fight, Don'Tale Mayes versus Walter Walker. I honestly, I'm going with Walter Walker to win against Don'Tale Mayes by submission in probably second run submission by Walter Walker. These guys are both pretty damn big for the heavyweight division, both 6'6". There's no way Don'Tale Mayes is 272 pounds. There's just no shot. Well, he could be, but shouldn't be fighting Walker. I think Walter's like 243. Like, he's coming in shape. Walter Walker is in shape. So I'm going with Walter Walker to win by submission in the second round. I watched the Mayes Gaziev fight. Don'Tale Mayes is the only fighter I've ever watched get out cardioed by Shamil Gaziev. Like, and they were both gassing, but Shamil Gaziev was outpacing Don'Tale Mayes because Don'Tale Mayes got out cardioed. He was gassed by the second round. So I think Walter Walker is just gonna be able to take him down. I don't know. I don't see Walter Walker getting knocked out. I really don't think he does. No, he's taking down Mayes and he's subbing him. Don't care about the takedown defense. This worries me, but it's not like Mayes is taking down anybody. No, I got Walter Walker winning by submission, which is an underdog pick, which I feel is kind of weird. And I know Mayes is ranked, but he's ranked off of a loss over Shamil Gaziev, so he doesn't deserve it. Next fight, Vince Morales versus Elijah Smith. I know nothing about these guys, but because he's coming off the Contender Series, I'm going with Elijah Smith by knock. I can't really break down this fight. I haven't watched either of these guys fight, but I'm just going to go with Elijah Smith to win by knockout in the... Oh, wow, yeah, and he's got good wrestling too, apparently. I got Elijah Smith to win by... we'll just go with a decision. How about... oh my god, there's nobody. Oh, average fight time is 50 minutes. Yeah, we'll go with a decision for Elijah Smith. Next fight. Ooh, Gabriel Bonfim versus Chaos Williams. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight. I was going to pick... I might have to pick against Gabriel Bonfim because I was really torn on picking Fakhretdinov or Bonfim when this fight first got announced. I think I'm even more torn with this one. I'm gonna go with Chaos Williams to knock out Gabriel Bonfim. I think he's the much better striker. than Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim could take him down, and he could just sub him. But I really just don't think that Chaos Williams has to... And I know that Bonfim has like mostly all finishes, other than his last fight against Angelusa. He did not look that good in that fight, especially against Angelusa. I just don't think Chaos Williams really has to respect the power coming back in his way, and I think he could just steamroll through Bonfim. Like, who did he fight in his last fight? Carlston Harris? Carlston Harris had a close fight with and I rate Santiago Ponzinibbio very highly. And I know he's not ever going to be in the top 15, but I think he's one of the best ranked unranked welterweights. And I know I'm doing a lot of, MMA math doesn't work like that, but I just think Chaos Williams doesn't really have to respect a lot of the power coming back his way, because I think Bonfim's going to get scared. In his last fight, he was scared to fight Angelusa just because he got finished in his last fight. He gassed against Nicholas Dalby. And Dalby, again, he's pretty good. Yeah, man, that would have been such a good Unk matchup, the Zaleski dos Santos versus Nicholas Dalby. That would be... I really hope they rebook that fight. That would be a really good fight. But no, I'm going with Chaos Williams to knock out Bonfim, and then Chaos Williams could probably ask for a ranked opponent. Who did he call out? I swear in his last fight... Here, let me... No, that. Yeah, don't mind that. That's my capstone presentation. Let me just check. Because I swear Chaos Williams has been calling out that, like, the same person. Call out. Maybe he hasn't. Oh, no, I don't think... No, it was Carlos Prates who called out Chaos Williams before he got Neil Magny. Right, okay. So I'm going crazy. I got the underdog pick in Chaos Williams by knockout in the third round. I think Bonfim will survive, but I think I don't know. I just have a feeling that Chaos Williams is just going to catch him and put him out. Next fight, Rafael Esteban versus Jesus Aguilar. Now, I really don't like the odds. I think the odds really don't tell how close of a fight this is going to be. Because I think this fight could go two ways. I think Esteban either just out-wrestles Aguilar to a decision, or Aguilar catches Esteban and subs him with a guillotine. I'm going to go with the odds that Esteban can keep the wrestling. He'll switch it up. Holy shit. That's a crazy reach difference. Well, I guess he is 5'8". And he's got to win against Charles Johnson. And Charles Johnson is ranked. I got Rafael Esteban to keep that O. But these odds are... I would not bet on this fight whatsoever. Where did I go? I would never bet on this fight. And even though I'm not old enough to bet, do not bet on this fight. This is a bad fight to bet on. You could sprinkle some on Aguilar. Do not add Esteban to parlays, because this is a very 50-50 fight. These odds should not be that far apart. But I am picking Esteban to win. God damn. To win by decision. I think he'll just out-wrestle Aguilar. Aguilar will try and catch him in guillotines where he can, but I just don't think he has a lot for wrestling on the ground for Esteban. Next fight, Angela Hill versus Ketlin Souza. Oh man, this is such a bad record. I got... Oh, wow. I got Ketlin Souza. I think this is actually going to be a really, really good fight. I got Ketlin Souza beating... It's like the slight favorite pick. I got her beating Angela Hill. Yeah, off by decision. I think it'll be a close fight. But Angela Hill's like 40, I think. I think Souza's gonna put her out. I think Hill's gonna come in looking pretty bad. She's gone through a lot, taken a lot of damage in her career. Souza not really. Souza's gonna come in and just knock her out. Not quick. I think it'll be a war. And I know I'm saying that to a women's strawweight fight. I think it'll be a war. I think it'll go and it'll be like the Williams Bonfim, except this one will probably be more exciting somehow. Souza, 3rd round knockout. Book it. Last prelims fight, Jose Miguel Delgado versus Connor Matthews. I don't know who either of these people are. Jesus. I think I was coming into this picking Jose Delgado regardless. I don't know, man. Fucking hell. 7 takedowns per 50 minutes? That's crazy. We're going Jose Delgado by a decision. Oh my god, he's never won by decision before. Oh my god. You know, I don't care. Jose Delgado. No, Jose Delgado knockout 1st round. Calling it. I don't know why, but I'm calling it. Go Delgado. Don't mess up my picks. Next fight, Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. I am picking Vieira here. I think he'll... Yeah, that's what I thought. I think he'll win by a 1st round. I think we're gonna kick off the main card real quick, and we're gonna get a quick sub from Vieira, and I think it'll go really quick. I think Petroski's going to shoot in for a takedown, and Vieira's gonna sub him, guillotine, just catch him, sub him. I think it'll be really quick. Yeah, that's my breakdown. No, this fight could be so close. Like, the odds, again, this is going to be a closer fight than the odds say. But I am picking Vieira to just not fluke a guillotine, but get a really early guillotine. Just like, damn, this could have been a much better and longer fight, but Vieira's going to get him out early. Petroski, I picked him in his last fight, picked him in his fight before that. I think Petrosi's really good. I think it's just to the point where Vieira he doesn't match up very well for Petroski, and I think Vieira's gonna catch him in a guillotine and just sub him quickly. Yeah, next fight, Ismail Bonfim versus Nazim Sadikov. I am going with Bonfim because I think he's going to get revenge for his brother. He's going to get revenge for his brother who got knocked out, and he's just gonna clean the floor in, like, he's gonna knock out Nazim Sad. No, he's not gonna knock him out. He's gonna put like a Manel Cap Bruno Da Silva performance on Nazim Sadikov, who's coming off of a pretty long layoff, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not, then you can tell me I'm wrong in the comments. But Ismail Bonfim, I think he's gonna come in with a chip on his shoulder from the Chaos Williams knocking out his brother, and he's just gonna put a masterclass on Nazim Sadikov. His last performance against Vince, I don't know, Pichel on 301, I believe. So he's been out for a while. He's gonna come in, chip on his shoulder, so he's actually also been off for a while. No, 301 was in May. So February, 9 months. Okay, so that's not that long. He's gonna come in, revenge for his brother, and he's gonna put a dominant, like, 30-26 on Nazim Sadikov. I'm calling that. Look at the anger on his face, and look at how confident he is. He's not ready for the post Gabriel Bonfim knockout, Ismail Bonfim. Next fight, Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka. Oh, fuck this. I'm betting on not betting, but Shabazian's gonna knock Budka out so quick. Like, 1st round knockout, it'll be so quick. It'll be really quick. Yeah, Shabazian. Budka is not. I mean, I could see Budka taking Shabazian down and just out wrestling him to a decision, but I think Shabazian's going to learn from his last fight against Gerald Mearshart. He's going to pace himself, and he's going to throw that out the window and just go ape shit on Dylan Budka and knock him out in the 1st round. So yeah, that is, I'm going with Edmund Shabazian 1st round knockout. I've gone with a majority finishes, I think. Yeah, I believe this is gonna be a good fight night. All right, co-main event: Calvin Kattar versus Yusuf Zalal. And I am just getting this done quick because, like, these are gonna be such good fights. I just have not seen a lot of these guys fight. But yeah, next fight, Calvin Kattar versus Yusuf Zalal. I feel so bad for Calvin Kattar because how is a top 10 fighter other than like Khamzat Chimaev? When's the last time that a top 10 ranked fighter has been this big of an underdog against an unranked fighter that's not moving up divisions? But I gotta go with Zalal. These odds are warranted. Calvin Kattar looked like shit in his last fight against Aljamain Sterling. And granted, that is Aljamain Sterling. He survived in there against Aljamain Sterling, but he's just not the same after his leg injuries. He's just really not. I don't think there's even a chance that... I think Zalal's better almost everywhere. Better in the wrestling, better in the grappling by a long shot. And I think the boxing will be close. Close to this point where Kattar might just give up. Zalal's going to break him and he's going to sub him. He's going to take him down. Kattar's going to survive the first, and then Zalal is just going to sub him in the second, I think. Going second round, submission. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. And Zalal has looked so good since he came back. Sub Billy Quarantillo, who's pretty damn good. Sub Jarno Aaron's pretty good, and sub Jack Shore, who's retired now, but he retired young, so it's not like he was an old fart. He was like early 30s, I think. Jack Shore was I was touting him. I was like, Jack Shore, this dude's gonna give Joe Anderson Brito a tough fight, and I still believed he was going to until that leg injury. Then he came back against Yusuf Zalal, and then Zalal just out of there. Need him, subbed him. Yusuf Zalal, I think he's not gonna get... I could see a ground TKO for Yusuf Zalal, but I think if he can't get the sub and Kattar somehow just has miraculous submission defense, he's just gonna get really upset and just start... He's gonna take Kattar down and just start beating him on the ground. Because I think that Kattar's on his last... Like, Kattar could retire after this fight. Like, I wouldn't... How old is Calvin Kattar? Calvin Kattar is... He's 36. I could see Calvin Kattar retiring after this fight. Because after this fight, he's gone through, 2 leg injuries. He's on a 4-fight loss streak. He did get robbed against Emmett, but he would lose to Zalal, lost to Sterling, lost to Allen, and then lost to Emmett, I think. Or the other way around. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he had that scheduled bout against Kyle Nelson too. That was so weird. But yeah, he fought Sterling, lost. Yeah, then he fought Allen in a main event, got KO'd, lost to Emmett again, robbery. Then he beat Giga Chikadze. Then that was the Holloway beating, and then we're going back into 2020. If he can get this win, that would be incredible. But I love Yusuf Zalal, and I'm rooting for Yusuf Zalal. So I'm going Yusuf Zalal. Yusuf Zalal. Second round submission. Go Yusuf Zalal. Main event. Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues. We got Mr. Obama over here coming in for a ranked win. These odds are warranted. Cannonier has looked good in his last couple fights, but just has gone against tough comp. So you guys can see both fairly evenly. Man, this is gonna be such a good fight, but I'm so scared Cannonier is just gonna die. Like his last fight, Baralho, he took, I think this is the perfect amount of time to take off. He's been out since late August, I believe, when he fought Baralho. And so September, October, November, December, January, February. So it's like 6 months. Oh, I just don't think I want to pick Cannonier so bad. Because everybody's picking Rodrigues, and I really want to pick against him. I want to pick Cannonier. You know what? I'm picking Cannonier. Late finish. Late TKO. I think Rodrigues is probably going to win the majority of the fight. I think he might gas a little. Because his last fight... Oh, wait. No. his last fight against Christian Leroy Duncan, I picked CLD, and he just dogged on him. But that was such a boring fight. Rodrigues just held him for like 10 minutes. And I know that's because it was like the Merab Aldo. You can't blame Merab for holding him against the fence. Well, I mean, I guess it's the same with Batista. But no, fuck Batista, but we're still okay with Merab. Merab held him, and like, Jose can't get off the fence. That was the same with CLD and Rodrigues. Rodrigues just held CLD, and it's like, fuck, this fight's boring. I mean, he dominated him, but like, I just don't think he can do that to Jared Cannonier. He definitely could take him down and sub him. I actually think that's I think that's probably more possible than... That's a hot take. I was going to say, him subbing him is more possible than a knockout. I don't think that's true. However, I'm going with a Cannonier late finish. I think Rodrigues is going to win the first, like, 2-3 rounds, and then late round 3, Cannonier is just going to land a big shot that kind of turns the tide for the championship rounds. And then 4th round, Cannonier's just gonna put a beating on Rodrigues because he's turned the tide. Rodrigues is getting tired, Cannonier's not. And then the last round, I think that's when he's gonna be able to. He's gonna knock down Rodrigues because Rodrigues is chinny, but so is Cannonier. He's gonna knock down Rodrigues, and then he's gonna, with like 2 minutes left, the ref's just gonna be like, okay, this is over. Rodrigues is just getting beat up now. So when Cannonier, late rounds finish, like probably 5th round finish. And hey, if I'm right, I'm a genius. But if I'm wrong, I just picked him because of favoritism. I didn't actually think he was gonna win. So there we go. There's the Cannonier Rodrigues fight night card next week. What do we have next week? Oh, we got the Seattle fight night. Fuck, I gotta make a separate video on this. But no, this is awful. God, this fight night. They're scrambling so hard on this card because of all the fights that are pulling out. But yeah, I'll make a separate video on that probably tomorrow. That'll probably be tomorrow's video. Even though I haven't been very consistent with the uploads, that'll be tomorrow's video. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.